How you doing, guys? Welcome to another episode. And in this episode, we have a 2007 Ford Explorer. This is a all-wheel drive BA, and I was noticed the wheel bearing was getting bad, and sometimes you jack up the car if you're checking for wheel bearings. You can check on Chris Fix videos on how to detect a bad wheel bearing. And I'm doing this video just to let you know there's sometimes if you jack up the car and you shake the tire, it doesn't have any movement, but when you're driving you can hear the noise, the grinding noise the wheel bearing makes. In this case, in this truck, I had the same problem. It's not shaking, but when you move it you can hear the noise. There is kind of grinding noise. That bearing doesn't have any movement, but you can tell it's bad. When you turn it, it's got that grinding noise. So we're gonna replace that one today, and that is really easy. Like I said, Chris Fix works on a truck like this one, kind of like similar like this one, and pretty straightforward. You remove the whole assembly. You have just 2 bolts to remove the bracket from the brake, and then just put something underneath so it doesn't rest on the brake line. You remove those 2 bolts right here that hold the bracket in place. Those are 21 millimeter. Remove those two. You remove the whole assembly, and then you need 32 millimeter socket for the lug nut. For that one right there, 32 millimeter. I have my impact, but that one, it was really tight, so I used my ratchet and my cheater bar to remove the nut. It came out. And then this type of bearing, this is not a pressing bearing, this is a whole assembly. It came all together, so it's really easy. You just have to remove 3 bolts. They are on the back right here, those 3 right here, and those are 15 millimeter. You remove those 3, and you can rent a tool to remove it. You put the tool against the hub, tighten them up, and then it's a hammer. You pull it out. In my case, this it wasn't really in there, so somebody maybe put anti-seize before, and I just hit it with the hammer right here on all the way around. Hit it with the hammer, and it came out. And before you do that, make sure that you remove your speed sensor right here, and that one, it goes right there. You just remove it with an Allen wrench, and this is right here. You remove it with that one, and then I start hitting on the bearing, on the wheel bearing, and everything should come out. It gave me no problems, but I think it came out really easy because I put PB blaster and I let it soak in for like 30 minutes, and then I remove with no problem. So I'm gonna install the new bearing. I'm gonna clean everything, all the surface around here. I'm gonna put anti-seize. You gotta put anti-seize all the way around here and in here, so next time, in case you need to remove it again, it's easy to get it out. Once you remove your wheel bearing and you're ready to put the new one, grab some paper and go all the way around in here, so in case you have to remove the bearing next time, you won't have problems. Then just grab some aluminum anti-seize, and you're gonna have to put a little bit, not too much. Just put around here. Okay, you can put in the threads too, so next time, in case you have to remove it, you're not gonna have problems. Okay, wheel bearing, same thing on the wheel bearing. This one, the owner didn't want to fix it yet, so I'm showing you how to do it in case you had a new one. But because this one doesn't have any play, any movement, the owner of this truck told me that he's gonna roll with it a little bit more, because the replacement part is 200 bucks, and he can afford that right now. So we're placing this until we're replacing the other one. But It's pretty much the same thing. Just make sure that when you get your new bearing, you get the bearing, put anti-seize, and the new bearing is gonna come with the new speed sensor. And this one right here, just follow it. You unplug it from here, then you unplug it from right here, and then if you follow the cable, you're gonna see it right here. Just right here, unplug this one, get your speed sensor out, and remove and replace it with the other one. Unfortunately, we cannot do it today, but pretty much it's the same thing. Honor will replace it, but not this time. So once you have everything ready, grab your bearing, and if you can see right here, this is the hole for the speed sensor. That one is gonna go, remember the way you take it out, so it's gonna go the same way. In this case, is that way. Line up your holes. Once you line up your holes right there, there is one right there, the other one right there, other one right there, and that's where the speed sensor goes. You put your 3 bolts on the back of the assembly, or on the back of the knuckle, and if you line them up the bearing straight, you're not gonna have problems putting those 3 bolts. That's the other one right there. This is the third one right there. That's one right there. Seventy foot-pounds of torque on those 3 bolts. We're replacing the speed sensor. It's gonna be the Allen with a 5mm. And now I'm gonna put my brake assembly, and after that I'm gonna torque this down to 190 foot-pounds. Torque those down to 110 foot-pounds. Those 2 right here for the bracket. Okay guys, as you can see, we already put everything back on it. It's really easy to do, really easy to change these wheel bearings in this type of trucks. And bearings in, everything is torquing down. Make sure that when you put your new cable, just follow it around, and on right inside right there is really easy. Just unplug it and plug the new one, and that's it guys. I'm just gonna put the tire back on, remove my jack stands, and this truck is ready to go. So I hope you like this video guys. Really easy to change the bearings in this one. And remember, some bearings they don't have movement, but when you spin them you can hear the grinding noise on it. And some of the new cars, they can tell you when they throw a ABS light on, and that's the easy way to find out if it's one of the newer models. And this one, like I said, we don't have any movement, but you can hear the grinding noise. So that's one of the ways to detect if you have wheel bearing issues. I hope you like this video guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.